Hi everyone, my name's Tash and I'm an artist, and this is one of my art journal books. It's all based on botanicals as a theme, and most of it is colouring with a little bit of affirmation and gratitude and today's thoughts. So I'm going to pick a page today. I'm not going to worry too much about the design, but there's so much choice. I think I'm going to go for that one. Nice and autumny, wintry one. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now that I picked out the picture, I have chosen a few colours that I'm going to use. Again, as I've said, because it's grayscale, all the shading has been done. So you don't need to worry too much about how much shading you're doing. So I'm going to start off with this yellow leaf here. Now, what I would suggest is just go over the whole thing with the colour you want, making sure that you've picked the lightest colour first, because then we can always go over it and darken. I'm just using light little round movements to cover the whole leaf, and please also make sure that your pencil is nice and sharp so that you can get proper coverage. Now remember, although we've got a guide down there, we don't have to do it exactly like that. It's fine. We can stray a little bit from the colours that are there. So I've done a very light layer of yellow there, which is nice because then I can build on that a little bit with some of the other yellows. So this one is yellow, a much darker kind of mustard yellow. So I'm going to go in now and start to brighten it up. I know the light makes it a little bit hard for you to see. I'm just gonna, what I'll do is I'll just put that underneath, and then it's raised and you can see a bit better. The light doesn't seem to reflect so harshly. So I'm just going over now with that darker yellow. There we go. And we can come in with a little bit of orange as well. Just tinge the edges. You see where it's darker anyway. You can come in with your darker colour a little bit there. But you can make it up like I am. It's fine. I'm just tinging the edges of the leaf with a bit of orange just to give it a little bit of 3D and realism, because in nature nothing is perfect, is it? It's all mixed up colours. So that looks nice. One leaf done already. So that's how easy it is, everyone. You can do this for sure. So I'm going to come in now here with kind of orangey yellow colour, like it is down there. I think I need that darker, slightly darker yellow, almost orange, like a very light orange. And then I'm just mixing over those colours until I'm happy with it. Then we've got more of a red here. Now it is darker on that side. Can you see where the shading is? That's absolutely fine. So I can just go over that. I'll come down a little bit, and then I'll come back in with my yellow here. And that helps to create that sense of a sphere shape. I think I'm going to come in with this redder colour now over here, because this one in the picture is very red and it is very dark. As I say, it's already got the shading there for you. So all you need to do is just colour it in with that one layer of colour, and the dark part will stay dark anyway, and you can go over it a bit like I am as well. There we are. That's that one done. And this is how easy it is with grayscale, because you do already have that sense of shade there, sense of light and dark. So it's called value. When we're talking about the light and darkness of a colour, we call it value. So you get your darker values and your lighter values. Now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of marking in a general shape of the leaf. I'm not worrying too much about the detail. The grey is there to guide you, but it's not super detailed. So, which is the whole point of these, is that we don't want you spending lots of time. This is about a nice quick and simple activity to do at the end of the day that hopefully doesn't take too much longer than, say, half an hour. And it's as quick as you want it to be. You know, you can just do a very quick once over colour, or you can take a bit of time and you can perfect the image if you want to have more time. But it's such it's such good relaxation time. I can't say enough how good it is for your mind to just come and do this, just to do something that it is not completely mindless. You do have to think a bit, but you're switching your brain off from all the daily stuff that's going on, and let's face it, we have enough of that. And today I was feeling a little bit like, oh, I need to be creative. I'm tired of staring at the laptop, so I thought I'll come and record some videos. And I am already feeling better. So it shows the importance of it. It really calms the nervous system. So that's why I do it. Right, I'm coming in with a little bit of purple here, I think. And you think purple on these, but actually where they are red, there's a hint of purple in there as well. Now, if you make sure your leaves are, leaves. If you make sure your pens are nice and sharp, you can really get into those smaller areas. So I'm going over this leaf with the darker red because it is a much darker leaf. And then we'll give it a bit of punch with the red. We still want it to look nice. And as I say, this is a guide down here. Don't worry too much if yours doesn't come out like that. It's your book. Okay. It's about just enjoying the process. We don't need to worry about the outcome. But that there is a guide so that you don't just have a blank picture looking at you asking for you to make choices. We make enough choices in the day. We have to make enough decisions. Sometimes it's good for us not to make decisions. So I'm just kind of looking at it, getting a rough idea of where the different colours are, and then I'm not looking at it anymore. There's a time for detail and there's a time for just doing what you want. Now, at some point during this video, when I'm editing, I might just end up not talking, so I'll put you on speed. We'll speed the video up just for you. Okay, and this is where the shading really comes in because it helps to create even darker areas. So there we go. We'll do a really nice light petal up here. And we'll come in a bit darker here. That's nice. And so you can see I haven't done the same colours. You don't have to. I might bring a little bit more of the red in here. There we go. Just giving a little hint of the red. And then just try and blend it into the yellow. Just do those small circular movements. This is a really good start for you if you're new to colouring, because it's a little activity every day, and you can, if you want to challenge yourself to improve, then great. But don't put that pressure on yourself. This book is about no pressure. Okay. The aim here is to relax. So I've done that quite orange. I think I'm going to come in with a bit of the red now. There we are. And just come over some of those other areas with the red and darken them up a bit. Looking very autumny. Right, so I'm going to come down here and put some red in down here. Like a reddy orange for this other leaf. You can see how quickly it all starts to come together though. At the top there's a little bit of green there, and I didn't get any greens out, so I'm going to get a little bit of green out and pop that at the top. Yep, that's good, and we'll keep going with this reddy orange colour for the rest of this leaf, and it can blend up into that little bit of green. There we are. And so then I'm coming back with a sharp end and just pushing down some kind of pattern in there where the veins are, just darkening it up a bit, and then you can see that helps to bring it to life a lot. Okay, so then we need this orangey colour again. We've got another one of these spiky ones, the same as that one just here. Perfect. And this was another bit of green here. It's like there's another leaf in there that we need to do. Get the orange. And we'll just add that in as well to the tips. And that helps to create a little bit of 3D as well. Well, I'm happy with everything so far. It's looking very autumny. So here we've got a little leaf that's got a bit of red in. I think I'm just going to go over it with very light colour and then blend in that kind of deep red colour as well here. There we go. I might even just put a little bit of purple on the tip where it is darkest. And there we go. Now there is something you can do. If you can order these for blending, these blending stumps, mine are pretty well worn, the ones I've got here. I need some new ones. But what you can do is go over your pencil and it kind of smudges in the colours to each other. Okay, so you can do that if you want to. It's just an extra thought for you. Now I need this very pale colour here because this leaf here behind, as you can see in the little diagram, if you zoom in a bit, you can see it's very light, it's very pale. Okay, so just going to come round and do that in that light colour that I have already. And I'm just going over the grayscale. Where there's grey, I'm just going over the top. Okay, still yellow, you still wouldn't know that grey had been there. Right, and then this one down here, I'm going to do orange at the top. Right there, and then I'll blend down with the reddy colour. This is where it's really dark. And then we'll mix it into that orangey yellow colour so it looks nice and natural. But that is as easy as it is to get a nice effect in this book. It's what I wanted most of all, is for you to have an easy time of creating lovely artwork at the end of your day, and you can think that was my activity today. For me, that was my self-care time, and it didn't take too long. After all, we have very busy lives, most of us, so we need that time. We have to make time to unwind, and it's really important, a really important part. You could almost say it's a prescription for your health. Doing something for yourself, doing some downtime is really important for your health. So prescribe yourself some me time. Okay, so there's purple coming up in this leaf, so I'm going to go very lightly over it in purple. And then what I'll do is I'll add some other colours in it, so it won't just look like purple. Get that really light colour and we'll go over the top. And you'll see it just changes the colour a little bit. And then I'll get some of the red, so we can redden it up as well. Can you see that when we layer the colours, we create the new colours? I'm going to come in with some green here. to be honest, even if you weren't too bothered about the journaling, just coming in and doing the artwork, doing the colouring is a great start to making sure you've had some good time, quality time to calm that brain. I think I'll go in for the pink again. There's quite a bit of pinky purple around here, and I think that's why I chose the purple, because I could spot some reddy purple flowers. Mainly on that edge, and then we come in with red again. Blend that into the purple so it's like a reddy purple. And then up here is quite a lot of orange, so I'm going to do a bit of red there, and then the rest is going to be orange with a little hint of the lighter yellowy orange. Pencils keep rolling. I think I'm just going to put a little bit of this in down the middle of that leaf. Probably not going to make a whole lot of difference, but I just want to kind of darken bits of it up to make it look a bit more real, but it is in the background, so I don't want to do it too much. Okay, right, this petal over here is a nice combination of like purples and reds and yellows as well, so let's do that. Again, you do not have to use the colours that are in the book. You can just do whatever colours that you feel like doing. Okay, as they are leaves, if you want to do them all different shades of green, then you can. But because it's an autumny picture, they're all kind of reds and browns. So I'm coming here with this one mainly red. There we go. And we'll pop a bit of orange on. And we'll pop a bit of yellow on. There we go. Okay, so this leaf up here is kind of a peachy colour. I'm going to come in just light with that yellow. Maybe a bit more of this yellow here. And then just build up until I've got that colour that I'm looking for. I won't get the exact peach because I'm using oranges and yellows, but I can get quite close. And I'm not really worried, as I've said, about being exact about it. So we're coming up here to do all the berries. So I've got the dark red. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around the edges of most of them where it's darker. And then come in and fill the middle with the lighter yellow colour. And blend it together so they all look like spheres. Some of the little ones I might just keep just red, like that one. I'm trying to keep my hand out the way, it's difficult. There we are. So here we go. Some up here. So I think we'll come in as well with this orange. Just make sure that I've got that nice and clear. Right, now we're coming in to make the lighter area with that lighter orange yellow mix pencil. It's like a dark yellow. And again, I'm not being perfect about it. There's no need. This is a daily creative task. It's not to be stressed about. It's something that's just meant to be a bit of fun. Right, I'm coming in on these and just putting some little berries on the end like that. So I'm just dotting those berries in. I could just draw in the lines with another colour, which I have done with the purple. And then up here we've got some more little berries. And look, we're already nearly done. And it's taken 19 minutes. So it's really not very long. There we go. And then you can, if you wanted to, I'm going to sharpen the green. And we could actually do those lines here as though they were green. And these ones here. But really, they probably wouldn't be green, they'd be brown, wouldn't they? But for this exercise, we don't mind. There we are, we're pretty much done. So I'll stop there. Hope you enjoyed that. Obviously I'm not going to write in the book because that's for you to do. Okay, take care everyone.